The views and opinions expressed on the Blue Dot Live show are strictly those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect those of the Blue Dot family in its entirety. We are not experts on the topics we discuss, nor are we journalists. We are simply concerned citizens trying to find sanity in an increasingly insane world. We urge you to listen, read, and view as many different sources as you can to keep up with the shit show of American politics. Form your own opinions. Take what you like and leave the rest. Just remember to vote like your life depends on it, because it does. Viewing Blue Dot Live may become addictive. Watching Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 6 p.m. Central Time every week, month after month, year after year may cause questioning the system, elevated heart rate, pondering humanity, separation from toxic family members, reassessing longtime friendships and whether or not the neighbors really are that friendly. Side effects can include, but are not limited to, learning truths about things you thought you already knew, wanting to wear all manner of t-shirts to express yourself, throwing caution to the wind and confronting Karens and all manner of assholiness when you see it, developing more empathy and wokeness than any one heart can contain, meeting other blue dots from all over the globe, liking, following, subscribing, and sharing this shit whenever you can, frequent outbursts of fuck Trump or anyone else who pissed you off today. If you can't stop thinking, saying, or screaming fuck Trump, taking a day off from the world may be advised. We'll be here, still going at it when you're ready to resume. Fuck Trump.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Anyway, hey, it's Tuesday and it's time for another Blue Dot Family meeting. I know I didn't hit the music. I wanted to play the disclaimer for everybody and to remind everybody of what we are. We're a family. We all have opinions and anyway, all that kind of shit. I do want to start out by apologizing for our last live. I ended abruptly, and you know, we all face shit in our life. Every one of us, every day, shit comes up, and that's what that was. Shit came up, and you deal with it, and you move on. That's what you do. And but I apologize for everything that way. Anyway, what's going on in the news? Well, evidently in the news, I don't know if y'all are aware of it. I saw it. Oh man, the Stephen Colbert show last night. Man, I done screwed all this up. I'm off my rack. Let me fix it. Anyway, Stephen Colbert's show last night, where he explained in depth why that he was not going to be able to have James Talarico on his show. And boy, howdy, if you didn't see it, it's worth a watch. And then if you go to YouTube, you can see the interview with James Talarico, and man, it was a great show, and it was a great interview, and I love the way Stephen Colbert put a finger right up in Brennan Carr's face. Anyway, hi Miss Chick, I screwed that opening up big time.
You did? How?
Well, because I meant to play the warning scene, and then my finger was supposed to hit the music button, but it didn't. It hit the camera button.
Oh, well.
Yeah, see, there's a whole bunch of shit over here that I got to mess with, and if you hit the wrong damn button, well, there you go.
You're supposed to blame that on the tech team there, John.
Yeah, my fingers. Anyway, how are you doing? First off, I enjoyed our conversation this morning. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Start the day.
Yes, it was a good start. Yeah, went downhill from there, but
it is Fat Tuesday today, and I'm feeling every bit of it.
Every bit of it. It is indeed
too much
Fat
cake
Tuesday,
after
baby.
dinner.
And if I still lived in Louisiana, I know where I'd be. Well, probably by
now.
Yeah,
and it's also the start of Ramadan.
It
so
is.
There's that.
Yes.
Yeah. And we want to wish everybody a month-long, it's a holy month for Ramadan, and wish everyone reflection, compassion, and renewed hope for your loved ones. Stephen?
And
we also had a couple people pass away, John.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. James Duval, for one, and Jesse Jackson.
And then, yes, the esteemed Reverend Jackson, who I remember since I could remember. I mean, he's been there.
He's been there.
He's always there when the tough the times got tough, he was there. You saw him.
and
He stood there. He spoke up. He
we can be thankful for him
lived a
too,
life of
because
helping others.
he moved the needle. He moved this
He
country.
did.
Yes, he did.
He did.
And we're
Definitely did.
the
A
better
life
for it.
well lived.
Yes,
Definitely.
yeah, he deserves every accolade he's going to get. So
Definitely oh, a man
go
among
ahead.
giants, or a giant among men, or however they put that. Yeah.
Mm. Did you happen to see the Stephen Colbert thing?
I did. I was really impressed with
I
the
was too.
candidate, James
Yes,
Talarico. Is that his name?
Talarico. Yes, he's running.
Yes.
Yeah, he's running for senator.
Very well spoken. And
I loved his take on religion. I think he
yes.
spoke it. He explained it. You couldn't ask for a better explanation of what a Christian should be, other than what that man said.
Yeah.
And I wish a lot of well-meaning Christians would take that shit to heart.
And so does he.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was, and he's a Presbyterian minister, and to hear him explain the separation between church and state and the necessity for it on both
Yes.
sides of the fence. I like that he explained it not only for the good of the government, but also good for religion.
Yeah, I really liked his emphasis there as to how it changes what comes out of the pulpit, and how it might twist that message also.
Yeah, and he called out
You're
the
up
white
there
Christian
politicking.
nationalists. The
Yeah.
Christian national, not the white, just Christian nationalists, and laid that out in terms of it's an oxymoron. You can't do that. You can't be a Christian nation. And he pointed out that nowhere in the Bible does it talk anywhere about what the two things he said.
I can probably bring it up if you want to play it.
His speech. His
yeah.
yeah.
His interview, I guess you would call it.
Yeah. Yeah, because it really, it's one everybody should hear, Republican or Democrat. And I like the way he explained this isn't a right or left issue. This is an up or down issue. This is not the political right against the political left. This is a battle between the haves and the have-nots. Those at the upper echelons of our society and those that are down here trying to peck
He is
a
going
life.
to do well.
I think so.
I think the reason why they tried to suppress it is because they're trying to protect Cruz. This guy sounds too good. But anyway, here, I'll push the button and see if it works.
Okay.
Got a little music at the beginning. It's the show.
I'm not.
Joining now is a representative in the Texas State House who is currently running for the United States Senate. Please welcome to the Late Show YouTube page, Representative James Talarico.
Bear with us. This is worth it.
Now, here's the thing. I don't usually say this to a guest, but if people are watching this right now, it's because they found us online on YouTube. I did an act of the show that's on tonight explaining why. It's not the first time you've caused some drama. FCC opening probe into The View after appearance by Talarico. Do you mean to cause trouble?
I think that Donald Trump is worried that we're about to flip Texas.
Baby, there you go.
And even this is the party that ran against cancel culture. And now they're trying to control what we watch, what we say, what we read. And this is the most dangerous kind of cancel culture, the kind that comes from the top. They went after The View because I went on there. They went after Jimmy Kimmel for telling a joke they didn't like. They went after you for telling the truth about Paramount's bribe to Donald Trump. Corporate media executives are selling out the First Amendment to curry favor with corrupt politicians. And a threat to any of our First Amendment rights is a threat to all of our First Amendment rights.
So I'm just to fact check you. My network said our cancellation was a purely financial decision.
Got it.
And yes. I remain very grateful for the last 11 years. Now, you grew up in Texas. Here you are.
I did.
There you are. You can prove it. They give you the adult boots as a child.
That's right.
Grow into that. Understand.
That's right.
You served in the Texas House, and then now you're running for the Senate. The race, frankly, should not be as interesting as it is. Donald Trump won Texas by 14%. Why do you think this year Texas is considered a possibility by Democrats?
Well, I'm an 8th-generation Texan. My family has been in our state since it was Mexico. And
so you're going to get deported, is what you're saying.
Across the state, there is a backlash growing to the extremism and the corruption in our politics. And I have traveled every corner of Texas already, from El Paso to Beaumont, from Amarillo to Brownsville. And we've had thousands of Texans showing up to rally with us. And I can't tell you the number of people who come up to me at the end of these events and whisper, "I'm not a Democrat," like it's some kind of secret. And we've recruited 14,000 volunteers who are out there doing the work all over our state. We have this is one of the most exciting parts. We have shattered grassroots fundraising records, all without taking a dime from corporate PACs. And so this is really it's a people-powered movement to take back our state and take back our country. And I feel like we're building something really special in Texas, and clearly Donald Trump has taken note.
Now, one of the things that's come up in some of the conversations you've had on the Texas State House floor, which some of the videos I've seen you do, and one of the things that's gotten you attention out there is that you are a Presbyterian seminarian. Presently?
Yes.
Seminarian? Okay. The right attempts to co-opt Christianity, to say that you can't believe in God, you can't believe God. I think that Donald Trump might have said something like that at the National Prayer Breakfast, like you can't actually be a Christian and be a Democrat. But the religious right is largely a political movement that references spirituality, but it's a political. What is your heartfelt hand out to the people who want to use religion as a tool of political power?
Well, for 50 years, the religious right, a political movement, that is the perfect description for it.
Listen.
They convinced a lot of our fellow Christians that the most important issues were abortion and gay marriage. Two issues that aren't mentioned in the Bible, two issues that Jesus never talked about. Jesus in Matthew 25 tells us exactly how you and I and every one of our fellow believers, how we're going to be judged and how we're going to be saved. By feeding the hungry, by healing the sick, by welcoming the stranger. Nothing about going to church, nothing about voting Republican. It was all about how you treat other people. Don't. I've said before, don't tell me what you believe. Show me how you treat other people, and I'll tell you what you believe. And I think in our faith, we've got to get back to those fundamentals. My granddad was a Baptist preacher in South Texas, and when I was little, he told me that Christianity is a simple religion. Not an easy religion, he would always clarify, but a simple religion because Jesus gave us two commandments: love God and love neighbor. And there was no exception to that second commandment. Love thy neighbor regardless of race or gender or sexual orientation or immigration status or religious affiliation. And it's why I have fought so hard for the separation of church and state in the state capital in Texas, because
Well, I want to ask you about that, because you did, as a state rep, you fought against the a bill requiring the 10 Commandments to be displayed in schools. That's right. Why, even on that level, do you think it's important to keep the separation, not just for the state, but for the church?
Well, because we are called to love all of our neighbors, including our Muslim, Jewish, Buddhist, Hindu, Sikh, agnostic, atheist neighbors, and forcing our religion down their throats is not love. And it's why I have fought. It's why I fought so hard for that sacred separation in our First Amendment, because my granddad, he raised me to believe that that boundary between church and state doesn't just benefit the state or our democracy, although it certainly does, but it also benefits the church. Because when the church gets too cozy with political power, it loses its prophetic voice, its ability to speak truth to power, its ability to imagine a completely different world. And so this separation between church and state is something we have to safeguard. It's something we have to fight for. And I think we need someone in the U.S. Senate with Christian nationalism and tell the truth, which is that there is nothing Christian about Christian nationalism. It is the worship. It is the worship of power in the name of Christ. And it is a betrayal of Jesus of Nazareth. And I just want to thank you, Stephen, because I know you're not a politician, but you have really shown people in this country what Christianity should be and what it means to actually live out the teaching of Jesus, even in a talk show.
Well, I'm going to push back a little bit on that. That's very nice of you to say. I would never lay that compliment to myself, because I think I fall far short of what my standards would be. But I will agree with you on this. I think that it is bad for certainly my church or any religious organization to associate themselves from a political party. How must it diminish God to be associated with something so small as a present political party? Because imagine this. Imagine that you managed to co-opt Christianity. Imagine if you managed to convince everybody that Jesus is on your side. If you then lose the election, sounds like you've got a pretty weak Jesus.
Yes, that's exactly right. And that's the key, is you don't want to fit the big thing into the small thing. And God is the biggest thing there is. And so to try to fit God into a political party, whether it's the Republican Party or the Democratic Party, you've got it reversed. And so it's why I think we have to remember to put those big things first, to put the love of God and the love for our neighbors before anything else. Because right now, what you've got is people baptizing their partisanship and calling that Christianity, when in reality, your politics should grow out of your faith, not the other way around.
Now, there's been some attention on your race in recent weeks after a TikToker that you met in person says that you privately said to them, and I want to get this quote and a tribute to you, right? This person says, you said, I signed up originally to run against a mediocre black man, not a formidable and intelligent black woman, supposedly in reference to Colin Allred being the black man. And you've denied this. Yes. Okay. You denied that you ever said that. That's correct. Okay. Allred continues to talk about it, even though he's no longer running for the Senate, correct? Right. So where does that stand? How do you, as someone who this person says this about you, you say it didn't happen, how do you imagine this gets adjudicated, and what would you like to say to people?
Yeah, I mean, we know that misinformation spreads on the internet, and it's sometimes like a game of telephone. As I said in my statement, I did critique Colin Allred's campaigning as mediocre, but I would never attack him on the basis of race. I respect Colin Allred deeply, even though we have disagreements on the best way to campaign and the best way to win Texas. My job in this moment is to try to lower the temperature, is to try to remind us that we are all on the same team, trying to change the politics of our state and change the politics of our country, because we are seeing the consequences, losing elections as we speak. And we have a moral imperative to win in November in Texas and to win across this country, because that's how we're going to get things back on track. And so I know things get tense in a primary. I know stuff flies around on the internet. I understand that. But I'm trying to get us all to keep our eyes on the prize, which is remembering we're on the same team and getting out there, doing the organizing work so that we can win in November.
Have you spoken, Colin?
I have. I call, I called them after all this stuff came out and everything started to blow up, just to reiterate what I said in my statement, that I do respect him.
And how did that conversation go?
I don't want to reveal anything in a private conversation, but I hope that he and I walked away with a better understanding of each other.
Now, you're serving in Texas House of Representatives. You've had your fair share of strange days. I understand you had to weigh in on legislation about, and I hope I'm reading this correctly, furries.
I did.
Now, I know what furries are. Is that the same furries that I
Yes.
do not use my computer to search?
We can stop there.
Yeah, we can
don't need
stop
to
at the furries if anybody knows what all that is. But I wanted to. I'm glad you played that because I don't care what side of the fence you're on, who you're for. Now, Talarico is running against Jasmine Crockett for the Senate, so, and they're both fine candidates. Don't think I'm sure. The reason
excellent candidates,
both of them excellent candidates, and we're a winner with either one. But he was right. Trump is a little worried that Texas is turning a little blue here, and it is. I can feel it myself. I can see it myself. And it's because of his policies that and all the promises he made ain't panning out. Anyway, Fatty, what do you think?
I think he's what you would call good people.
I think so. I really enjoyed the interview and really,
honest,
CBS,
earnest.
Yeah.
And he's not a fearmonger. The thing with this whole thing, we've talked about this before here on the program. It's the weaponization of the religions. It's the team mentality. It's the tribalism, the us versus them. And when we literally have a party telling their own people, their own subjugants, right? The other team is evil and they want you dead. They want to kill you and your God. They hate everything about you. And it's all bullshit.
They use it. They use it as a tool. They use religion as a tool.
It's insane that folks can't see past it. But here, James, he's a red letter Christian, and as much as I, rally against religions in general, I honestly believe in the red letters. I believe those are the words that will change humanity, right? They were very revolutionary at the time. Love your neighbor.
That's the message.
Listen, all of it. That's the whole thing.
That's
bro.
it. And he was right. You're going to be judged on your acts, not on whether or not you went to church, whether or not you told your neighbor or somebody else how big a Christian your ass is. Y'all know me. I'm an atheist, but I can see a goodness in religion, if it was applied properly, but it's not. It's used as a weapon, and in my book, it always has been.
As an atheist, we're always spiritual. We recognize that there is a higher something, that there is a force, an energy, a light, whatever it is. Namaste, right? Namaste. I recognize the light within you, right? As you recognize the light within me, right? That there's an honor there, that there's a respect there, and that there's really just a true feeling of grace and love there. Right? And it doesn't come with hating each other and demagoguing each other and scapegoating each other and xenophobing everybody. They, them, and the others. Anybody that's telling you they or them or the others want something and they're coming to get you, that's the guy you need to be looking out for.
That's the guy
this used to be common sense, right?
The pot.
Yeah. I mean, it's the guy screaming the loudest that's telling you, look over there, that you want to be looking at.
Yeah, don't.
And that's the Republican Party for the past 60 years. Like you said, this is the game, and they're playing the long game.
And the other good news.
What good news?
The other good news is I heard that I think Rachel said last night there was two other of those warehouse type places that said nope, not here.
Not here. Yep.
Not here. I
understand.
can't remember exactly where they were. One was in Kansas, I thought. The other one, I
thought
can't
one
remember
of them
where
was
that
in
was.
Texas.
It
which
might
was
have been
hard.
also in Texas.
Yeah.
Started with an
I think one
H.
was.
The communities are not wanting this shit. They don't want it in their backyard. As a matter of fact, they don't
Nope.
want it in their country. This whole
Well,
damn warehousing of people. You know, it doesn't take a lot to draw comparisons in history to what the hell he's
It's
doing.
right there in the big beautiful bill, John. It's right there, buddy. It's all in the game plan in the big beautiful bill. It all comes out of the budget financing for the ICE and security. We need 100,000 new beds for domestic purposes, not
Yeah.
just the immigrants. They are planning on locking up 100,000 minimum American citizens who are dissenters, right? Who are the bad talkers, the shit talkers, the ones that are pushing back
Hey,
against
got
the
anybody off the top of your head you can think of that fits that bill?
system.
Yeah.
And we got Twitter now. We got Twitter's the most transparent and most free speech friendly platform. Yet I get kicked off every time I post a picture of Elon singing some song like "Wop Wop Wop." You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, they don't like that.
It's a bunch of bullshit. It's a shell game, you know, and we can see the shell game because we're not in it. But when you're the ball, you never see the shells.
No, and you don't know
You
what
know.
shell you're under, baby. You know.
That's it. You know, but I just
Hey.
posted a video to the Discord too. Make sure everybody you click that like button, hit that bell, share this shit out,
Yeah.
and get on
all
the
that
Discord because there's a
Hey.
great amount of information there. Folks are posting stuff all the time. Plus, that's how you get to come up on the program here.
Shit.
But I
That's
just
it.
posted a
That's
video
it.
there, you know, of James saying one thing. I want to play just the first 30 seconds of this for you guys. Love is
Okay.
the strongest force in the universe, right?
Right.
We
So
all
what is
know
it?
this, right? We all know this, but he really hits it on the head with this, right?
Go ahead.
You preach about love, but isn't that just too weak for the moment that we're in today?
My faith teaches me that love is the strongest force in the universe. Love is not passive. Love is not neutral. Love is not weak. Sometimes love requires that we stand between the bullies and the bullied. Love sometimes requires that we look evil in the eye and not blink. Love sometimes requires that we flip over the tables of injustice.
Outstanding.
That kind of love has always been a threat to the powers that be. In my experience, when you extend an open hand instead of a closed fist, you'll be surprised by who takes that hand.
And when you put on a smile and give that shit away, you know what? Everybody
Hey.
will take it.
Everybody walks away with a smile on their face when you do that shit. Hey, let me
Yeah, baby.
put a few thank yous out there to Shifty Lincoln, who came in with a $5 donation and said, I like Jasmine, but I think Talarico might be the right guy in the moment for the seat in Texas. I am impressed by his clarity.
So,
I was too.
I
And that's not an
100%
undercut
agree.
to Jasmine Crockett at all. They're both fine candidates. I'm just saying that interview last night really did a whole lot for Talarico. And Shifty Lincoln
I
came
think
back.
he can change a lot of minds.
I think so. That did a lot for his campaign last night. With all the views that thing got, God,
For sure.
Earlier in the day, it was that little segment on YouTube hit 5.7 million, and that was like earlier in the day today. So I know it's a lot more. Anyway, Shifty Lincoln came back with another $5 and said, "Boy, howdy, Jesse Jackson put 2 bids in for president. We missed out. We missed out, but he laid the groundwork for Obama." In his fight that he fought ever since he stood next to Martin Luther, is historic and just will always be a courageous story in American history.
The warrior, man. He's a champion.
He is.
Sure.
He is. And Jake Sellers came in with a $10 bill and said, I have a question for these numbskulls. Is attacking the fucking world as Donnie religious? No. No. No, Donnie, that's what kills me is the whole religious connection between Donald Trump, between Trump and the religious right. And let me catch it, Chadwick Rogers, who came in with $2, said, you and Mr. Chick are legends. Wow. Mr. Chick for sure. Me, I'm not too sure, buddy. I'm not too
And
sure.
I don't feel very legendary.
I'm not legendary. I don't feel legendary.
I don't have a cape.
Well, I have to admit,
John has a cape.
I do have a cape. I do have a cape.
He does have a cape.
Yes, it's right there.
Well,
it's right there.
Just like Colbert said there, you never. It's the ones that deserve it who don't take the credit.
There you go.
Who won't take the credit even, right?
I like his take on you don't have to tell people your acts, how you treat people, how you treat the world, tells me what kind of a Christian you are, Yep. And maybe not so much.
Well,
you go through life rationalizing and justifying everything you do and not paying attention to any of the words that Jesus actually said, apparently, allegedly.
I'm not a religious person at all. I'm a moral person. I judge myself. I have to go to bed at night feeling good about myself.
That's the hard. You can't lie to yourself. You have to go to bed with yourself. You have to live with yourself every day of your fucking life. And I don't know about y'all. Mine, when I look back down the road, baby, there's bumps in there. There's craters in there. Shit, it was rough. I didn't always do the right thing. It took a lot of experience, a lot of life experiences to finally come around to the way I am today, the way I feel today. And nowadays, I'm at that point in my life. Shit, I just turned. I know it's not old. You're only as old as you feel. They say, well, fuck, today I feel old. But when, I don't know, I'm in that part of my life where I'm reflecting on my life and where I am and what I have to offer, what I have left. Because, a lot of us, we're up in our age. We ain't got that much time left. But we're damn well dedicated to the fact that we want to leave this fucking world in a little bit better shape than what we came here in. And it seems like over the last few decades, that's challenged. It's been a challenge. And especially in the last few cycles, there's a real attack on this democracy that we hold dear, 250 fucking years. And now, for the real first time in my life, it's under threat, really. And we went through the Cold War and all that shit. We thought, oh shit, we're all going to blow up. But now it's from within. And what do you do with that? You do what we're doing. We stand up. We use our voice. We hold each other up. That's what we do. Because if we can't fight for each other, go ahead.
We get loud, man. That's all we do. We got to keep. The squeaky wheel gets the grease, bro.
That's it. Yeah, don't think you can just set this out and we'll just see what happens. This is not that occasion. This demands everybody's attention. We either stand up for each other in this country together. We're just going to watch it fall apart to a wannabe dictator and an oligarch society. Because that's what he wants. He's in bed with Russia. Yes, dear.
The chat's under the mistaken impression that it's my birthday, and it's not. I don't know where they got that from.
Happy birthday to you. It's not.
It's not my birthday.
Well,
I did have some cake. I mentioned I was eating cake, but I didn't say it was my.
I'm starting to see the messages in there. Happy birthday, Miss.
I know.
Well, it's like very merry on birthday to you.
Well, we want her to have a happy day anyway.
Okay, let's just do it today then. Let's just call it birthday day, and you don't have to do it again.
Happy birthday to you. When is your birthday? When is your birthday?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, come on. It's not that.
Oh, come on. Yeah, it is.
Well, what month is it in? What month?
I'm not going to say.
No, not even a hint. Go ahead.
No hints. Nothing.
I'm thinking Gemini.
Well, I hate to always bring this up, but they did write a song about ours, mine. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
Oh, Aquarius.
I'm just saying, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Water bear.
I'm getting bitten here. Oh, right.
Well,
Hey.
I got to agree with
Biting
Lincoln
me.
there. You know, I do think that it'd be great for Texas to have James in office. I think he could really turn some minds and hit some heads and bring some sanity back to the far extreme religious right, and really base some red letters into society. He's never. I've seen all of his stuff. He's never quoted an old school book verse, right? He quotes Jesus. He quotes red letters straight out of Matthew, Mark, John, and Luke. And
Victor Harshman
I think it'll be great. Oops. And I think
Hey,
we need to keep Jasmine open to be Attorney General.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
You know,
That's
so she
that's
doesn't
going
have
to
to
be a
fork
rough
up
call
money.
between Jasmine Crockett, who has put in the work, who has been on the front line for
sure.
a long time, and
And
deserves
got
it
axed
also.
out. You know,
Yes.
gerrymandered out of her own position by a
Yeah.
bunch of fucking racists.
Boy, howdy. We got to fix that
bro,
shit.
Sickening.
We got to fix that shit. Hey, let me thank Gregory Brown, who came in with a $20 donation and said, "Love gets you trampled. It's no match for a hateful motherfucker with a gun."
Yeah, it is though.
Yeah.
It is
and
though, man. Love
unfortunately-
always wins. Look at, we wouldn't be here, bro, if love didn't always win. Okay, but the deal is love doesn't fight back until after it's been kicked, after it's been punched, beaten, spit upon, called every name that you could imagine. That's when love decides to fight back, and it gets messy.
But
it really sucks.
It is the most powerful motivator that you'll ever find.
We wouldn't
Love
be
can-
here
Yeah.
if it wasn't. We wouldn't. If hate won, we wouldn't be here.
There's nothing that brings you greater joy and nothing that breaks your heart more than love.
Yeah.
There is no other emotion that comes close to matching that. And
Because you know what? Love carries weapons as well. We just don't use them until it's time to really stand up and fight for other people. And we're not going that route again. America will not see those days.
no, we're not going back.
that route. We're not doing that shit.
No, I don't give a shit. How many so-called Christians vote for his ass? I don't think there's that many, and I think it is. I think this little speech from Talarico is getting a lot of views, a lot of attention. His explanation. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat or whatever religion you might lean. When he talks about what's actually in the Bible is how you treat your neighbor, and what was the other one? Damn it.
Love.
Yeah.
Love thy neighbor and love thy God. That's
Love
the
thy
two
God
commandments when it comes down to it.
and treat your neighbor as you would yourself. And that's in the headlines today. Because that's what we're doing. How do you treat your neighbor? Well, evidently, we just throw them in warehouses.
Yeah. Lock them up.
Hello, Bravo
Take
Chick.
away
How
their,
you
take
doing,
away
baby?
their sovereignty.
Hey, John, I'm doing all right. How's everyone doing this evening?
We're hanging in there.
Yeah.
Another day.
Heard that.
Excitement. Yeah.
Something you said in the beginning, John, how Christian nationalism is an oxymoron, right? It's ridiculous. And as a Christian, as a Southern Baptist, I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt that there's nothing Christian about these people. I don't care how big your cross earrings are or your cross necklace is. How do I know this? By the acts of Jesus Christ, the man himself. He flipped the tables over in the
Chase the money
at the
changers
church.
out.
He fed 5,000 people with 5 loaves of bread and a fish, and he met the stranger at the well. He said to love thy neighbor as you love thyself. He healed the sick. He fed the hungry. And
Sounds like a good role
these
model.
Christian nationalists, yeah, absolutely. And these Christian nationalists, they don't do none of that. What did they do? They literally took food out of elementary and preschool kids' mouths, free lunch and free breakfast. They took food out of their mouths so they could give more money to the billionaires. There's
There you
nothing
go, baby.
Christian
Yeah.
about that at all.
None,
Whatsoever.
None. And I like the passionate way you talk about it. Because you're right. The way they're doing it. The social programs that we have is what upholds our society. It's what lifts all of us up. It's what our Constitution calls for. a government of and for and by the people. For the people.
And those laws, John, they came from Christian men who were elected to office.
They were.
You know, and
But
this is
they
an undermining of the
understood
whole
the
entire root
dangers.
of love in general.
Hell,
Well,
this country was founded by people fleeing religious persecution. So why would they want to bring that here?
Yep. Yeah.
So
We built-
for 200 years, though, John, Christians killed each other on this land, right? The East Coast is full of incidents where different types of Christians were killing different types of Christians.
Go
You know,
figure.
Mary Dyer wasn't
Yes.
a witch, bro. She was just a different type of Christian.
Yeah.
And that's why the first 16 words matter so much. Okay, we wouldn't have freedom of speech. We wouldn't have the freedom to assemble. We wouldn't have the freedom to address our government or anything without the first 16 words, right? That Congress shall pass no law regarding the establishment of a religion.
That's
Because
right.
if we declare ourselves as a religion, now we're a monarchy from the get-go. Okay, and there's no freedom of speech. So the First Amendment, it all comes to that first foundation, the footing, right? The footing of the foundation. Without the footing, the foundation sinks, right? That's everything is based off of freedom of religion.
Yes.
We've gotten, and it's freedom from religion, not of. It's from. Not that just we can't force our stuff on somebody else, but we don't have to accept the force of anybody putting theirs on us.
Exactly. And that's why these schools in the Midwest that are putting the Ten Commandments in schools is breaking that very foundation that that laid us as Americans, because by
Indeed.
putting the Ten Commandments in a school, you're forcing your religion down the throat of the Muslim child that comes in, of the Sikh child that comes in, of the agnostic child that comes in, of the atheist child that comes in, and therefore you are in breach of the foundation of America.
But with equal rights, you see now, the Satanic Temple gets to come in, and all of our local mosques get to come in, and myself and the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, we get to come in and say, okay, you're putting that on the wall, we need equal representation. And as soon as the Church of Satan, the Flying Spaghetti Monster walk in the door, the Christians have a tendency to kind of back off the whole Ten Commandments on the wall thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they didn't back off enough. And it's not that I'm against the Ten Commandments. I'm just pointing out that most of them have nothing to do with the morality. They're mostly about Him. You know, thou shalt have no other God before me, that kind of stuff, you know.
You know, we said the Pledge of Allegiance every day, right, in the morning. And what part of, right, what part of and justice for all did half this country forget?
Yeah, and when it was
and
first...
justice for all.
Justice for all, unless your skin is brown. You know, that's
The
not
all
how
part.
this works.
They forgot the all part.
And
Yeah,
let's not
the
forget
all.
that the one nation under God part was added later.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
In the
That
50s.
was not in the
Like
original.
in the 40s or 50s?
Yeah.
50s.
Liberty was there the whole time, and justice for all seems to have just gotten kind of put by the wayside.
Yeah. And that's what we're here for. That's what our whole nation was founded upon. Not that we lived up to it at the beginning. No. We didn't, we didn't abide by our own words. It took generations of fights to bring us to where we are today. Notably of which was the Civil War.
Yes.
Yeah,
that
and just
brought
the
us-
fact that we're on stolen land.
Yes.
We're finally at a point
Indeed.
in society where we can accept and look back at our faults and teach our kids that, look, this is how our country became something.
That,
You know,
that
we were
falls
kinda
into
like-
the old thing, those that don't learn from the past are doomed to repeat it. And
Well-
look where we are.
Mm-hmm.
I love the poorly educated.
Yeah. And justice for all include, John. That's all. There's another interpretation for that word. That means everyone. That means all of us.
And now they want to take away the Pledge of Allegiance in school and put in a moment of silence to worship however you would like to.
One of our blue dots.
Oh, yeah.
one of our
Until
blue
it's
dots
not
sent
for
me,
anybody who want to. Yeah.
a little thing about Trump's Bible and what's in the Trump Bible, and the Constitution is in there. Well,
Oh, yeah.
most of the Constitution, There are parts not included in. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
Pointed that out.
redactions there.
A lot of redactions and a lot of omissions. Whole amendments are left out of the Trump Bible Constitution because they're wanting to rewrite it. They're wanting to walk back history. Don't think they don't.
They want to
You know?
whitewash it.
Yes, yes, and then that's in the news here. He's being forced to put back a plaque or a monument that spoke about slavery, and he took it down, and the court's making him put it back up. Yes, he's trying to rewrite history. He's trying to rewrite the whole narrative of America. But they can't. How can you erase what it's
You can't.
a different age nowadays.
History is written in ink, not pencil.
Yeah, yeah. And it's all, yeah. Lord have mercy, but I had a thought, but all of a sudden my thought went to, but there, because I was going to say you can find anything on the damn internet nowadays, and that's the problem. You can find anything on the internet nowadays. Hey, let me thank David Cantu, who came in with a $5 donation and said, "Hola, amigos. Jasmine Crockett is an absolute brawler, like a junkyard dog with a law degree. Love her." That's the thing, because she
is excellent.
That is a very good analogy. She's an absolute brawler. She doesn't take shit. She's in this
We
thing.
have two excellent candidates. Too bad they're
Yes.
both, going to be in the same slot there.
You're
we
spoiled
need to,
with choices, John. You're spoiled with choices.
yeah, but we need to bring this together, because whatever we decide, however Texas goes, we need a strong candidate. And look at the two that we're looking at. Both of them would be excellent candidates. So there's a distinct possibility that Texas could go blue this time. And I do. I've been saying it for a while. I have that feeling. I live down here
Fire
in
Ted
this
Cruz.
shit. Yeah, fire Ted Cruz.
Fire Ted Cruz. He can go to Cancun forever now, Ted. There you go.
Well, actually, I don't think it's Ted Cruz. Ain't it John Cornyn? I think it's
Oh, is
John
it Cornyn?
Yeah, I think
Is
it's
it
John
Cornyn?
Cornyn.
Okay.
Either way.
Yeah.
Maybe
Is it Cornyn?
Either
Cruz
way.
isn't up for another year.
Either
so,
way.
yeah.
But I think Ted Cruz is safe this time. I think it's John Cornyn's turn in the well.
Darn.
So, yeah.
Ted Cruz is
Ted
still in
Cruz,
office.
I don't
thought he
know
was
how
just a
that guy ever
professional
got in
podcaster.
here. If
No, he's
anybody
got a
shows
podcast.
the
That's all he
ignorance
does now.
that Texas can produce, it's Ted Cruz. Except we didn't produce him. He moved
He's
here.
awful.
Okay? He moved here.
Canadian.
And Marco Rubio
Not an excuse,
is a
though.
freaking anchor baby, just like Ted Cruz.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
And-
These guys are the biggest hypocrites.
Maybe they should be stripped of their citizenship.
It
just like
is.
their
It's going to
big
be a
orange
tough choice
Palpatine
for
leader
Texans
wants to
down
be.
here. Which I think primary voting started today here in Texas.
It might have.
I guess.
I think so, yeah.
It's coming up pretty quick.
When do you vote for governor again, John?
Not this
No.
time.
Not this time. Damn.
Probably not till
No.
28, maybe.
I'll be
it
glad
might
when
be.
y'all get rid of old Greg
Oh,
Abbott. He needs to
Jesus.
go.
That
Please
guy's
get rid
hanging
of-
on like a yeah.
Whichever
Yeah, he's a
one.
pain in our ass down here. He's tried to crawl so far up Trump's ass. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. It's an embarrassment, as a matter of fact. Hey, let me thank John Cass, who came in with a $10 donation and said, "This is all so interesting, but I need my fix." Oh, let's play that song.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up,
There are
bitch.
so many
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
Pam Bondi, Christy Nome, Cash Patel, Tulsi Gabbard. There's a whole damn list of them. We
Yes.
could tell them to all, shut the fuck up. What are you doing? You know, every one of those people. Pam Bondi, you seen her display the other day in front of the House Judiciary. Put on that disgusting display. Are you shitting me? You tell me she's qualified for DOJ? Christy Nome, Homeland Security. You think? Are you feeling more secure? Are you? I don't think so. Cash Patel, he's too busy running around on the airplane. He jumps to to the forefront. Everything, something major happened, he jumps out there and puts out the news that we got him, except we don't got him. We have the info, except we don't have the info. Whatever flashy thing he thinks he can grab hold of, that's Kash Patel. And Tulsi Gabbard, you can't ask for a better Russian agent. I'm telling
Russian
you.
doll.
Straight up.
Yes. Yeah, she's got a long history with Russia. You know.
She's only
Doesn't
number
take-
2 agent, though. Number 1's in the Oval Office.
Yeah, the number
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Yeah. Sell out to Russia. And that's, I don't understand this at all. Because the handwriting should be on the wall. Look at the movement within NATO, within the European Union. All the talk, Canada, all these nations around the world having to rethink their alliances or their defenses and everything. Why? Because Donald Trump is a suck ass to Putin.
Yep.
And the biggest obvious thing to me is Ukraine, because we keep talking about we're waiting on Putin to make a deal. Putin ain't making a deal.
Hell
He
no.
hasn't stopped bombing Ukraine not one fucking day. As a matter of fact, they did it again last night.
Yep.
Yeah. It's pitiful. We have turned our back.
Frickin' travesty. It's a shame. It's frickin' genocide. It's
It is.
bullshit. Is what it is.
And we're
Man,
allowing
Russia's
it
on
to
their
happen.
heels too. Like we could take Russia very easily right now. Their economy's completely screwed. They're on their heels. They're already taking guys off the streets and putting them in uniform, and they're taking off on absconding. And I mean,
They're having to get North Koreans to come fight for them. Africans to come fight for them.
Yeah.
To die on the front lines of Ukraine for Russia. Don't sound too strong to me. Doesn't sound too powerful. But to hear Trump talk, oh, lordy, shit. It is. He's a sellout to Russia. He's in the same book as an authoritarian. That's what he wants. I say it all the time. He wants the power of Putin and the adulation of Kim Jong-un. That's what Donnie wants more than anything else. Well, besides lots and lots of money, which he's getting.
Praise and affection. That's all a narcissist ever wants is praise and affection. Listen to everything the man has ever said. Okay, and in every speech he says something about them liking me or him liking them, right? Because that's everything he bases everything off of. And the other thing he says a lot, he says, "Okay, are you ready?" And then he says a statement, right? He does that because this is all a production. This whole thing, that new documentary that came out last week about the what's it called, the producer for the show, whatever it is, about the the stupid show that he did. Everything he's done in his whole life has been produced.
Yeah, about
everything
the
he's done for the past 40 years has been ran through a think tank. I mean, come on, everything, every single thing. And now they're using
I don't
GPT
think anybody thinks that he's running the show anyway. He's not that damn smart.
No.
If it doesn't involve him getting money or adulation or
There is,
promotion,
though. There's
he's not
still a bunch of Americans that believe he's the smartest thing ever. He's the best thing since sliced bread, and he was sent here by God to save humanity.
By God himself.
But they still have the same problem that they had from the first administration, is they can't control his mouth.
There's the
But they
problem.
rationalize and justify everything he says.
Oh, they will. They have
They'll bend
Act.
over backwards trying to justify it at least.
Yeah.
But that's running
Doesn't
thin
even
too.
matter what he says anymore. It's an automatic reaction, right? It's the cult mentality of the addiction of always rationalizing and justifying. And within 5 minutes of something happening, we've got MAGAs online saying domestic terrorist, and homeland terrorist should have been. I heard another guy last night rationalizing and justifying the whole killing of the 2 protesters, right? And not only that, there was 20 people killed in January. 20 people, right, in custody intentionally. We've got a person got shot 5 times. And it's just rationalize and justify. No, they don't even have to know the facts anymore, right?
No,
it's a complete
they
addict
come out with the
mentality.
facts
They're
5 minutes
so
after the
deep
shooting
into it.
with a bunch of bullshit that ends up being proven wrong, especially in that case.
Narrative.
I wanted, before we get off on that, I wanted the headline over here on Politico and it speaks to exactly what we're talking about. More defections. Thomas Massey's ominous prediction for the GOP. In a new interview, the Republican congressman opens up about Donald Trump, Mike Johnson, and his strategy to dig even deeper into the Epstein files. More and more Republicans are having to face the realization that he is a sinking ship. They've tied themselves to him, and his ass is going down on a lot of different levels. And that's what he's talking about. There's going to be more defections. That there's going to be more Republicans see the light, I guess, or at least get their head out of their ass and quit trying to cover for his ass. Because he is.
Well, in the
he's
meantime, well, he's turned the White House into a private club.
Mm-hmm.
And they usually have the national governors meeting, whatever. Yeah. And I think it usually lasts a few days. It's not just a one-day meeting. There's
all the governors,
few days,
right? But all of them?
Right. All 50 governors are, yes, but not this year because, we break things. And he said that, no, we're not going to have the Democratic governors come. And he meant for the other events that surrounds the actual meeting, whether it's a breakfast or luncheon or whatever. They weren't invited to all of that. So the NGA, the group whose entire mission is to represent all 50 governors, essentially backed away from facilitating the meeting. Period.
Yeah.
And the Democratic governors announced that they would boycott the dinner. Right. The Democrats are going to boycott the dinner. And even a couple of the Republican governors said, I don't think I want to play that game either. And
don't do it, Billy.
Yeah. And there's a couple other things like the Northern Ireland's First Minister, Michelle O'Neill, decided that maybe we're not going to attend St. Patrick's Day events at the White House this year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The reason isn't petty, it's Gaza. O'Neill called it genocide and said bluntly, this is not the time for shamrocks and photo op. So, yeah.
Gaza is still a thing every damn day. Every
Yep,
damn day.
It is.
There's still shelling going
But
on.
the rumor has it that the Democrats are trying to decide whether or not they're going to boycott the State of the Union.
I wish
Well,
they
why
would.
would you?
And I wish they would too.
Yeah, I would too. I wouldn't go listen to whatever dribble is going to come out of his freaking mouth, because you know what it's going to be. It's going to be a solid attack on whatever Democratic,
But if they don't show up physically, that'll get spun. It'd be best to show up physically and just sit there stoned. Don't make a noise, don't make a peep, don't move, don't clap, don't do nothing.
I don't know if I could
Just
be
sit
stoned
there,
enough to go
stare
and
ahead.
listen to his shit. There ain't enough pot in the world.
Stand with their back to him. That'd be a good movement.
I've
Stand
tried.
with their back to him.
I've tried.
They could do that.
Still tried.
Or chant Alex Preddy and Renee Good.
Yeah. And many others.
Well.
Many others.
Yep.
Yep.
I think they should all wear white fur coats, and every one of them, every time he says something, stand up and yell, "Liar!"
You liar! One by one. Make him stand up there as long as possible, so those so those arteries harden even faster.
Get that diaper nice and full.
I'm wondering, they're sometimes allowed to invite guests, or just the president able to do that? Because I would proxy my seat if I was to every one of those survivors.
Oh, that would
sit
be
up
a
front.
good idea.
Yep.
That would be a
Any
good
of them that
idea.
want to show up, as many as they can get.
Hey, let me thank Ed Beatty Jr., who just came in with a $2 donation and said, "Rest peacefully, Jesse Jackson and Robert Duvall." Indeed. Indeed. We lost two great ones.
Good people.
Right there. That's scary shit, though. I don't know about y'all, but I'm paying attention to it nowadays, of the people that are passing away that we're losing, or people I remember in my history. Yeah, the people that did shit during my lifetime when I was going, yeah! And so
Yeah, Jesse Jackson, man, he was a bad motherfucker. He was like Shaft and and
Who? Who? Wait a minute.
Reverend Jackson.
Oh,
he was like Shaft,
yeah.
right? Mixed with some MLK, you know. He was just a bad motherfucker.
He was a bad.
He's been fighting for a long time, every single
What'd you
day,
say?
man. That guy's been in the fight for like 60 years.
Yeah. He had it in him too. Look at the struggle,
day.
especially during his early career.
Yeah,
The
man.
marches
Young
for
man.
civil rights.
Yeah,
He goes back, baby.
just a teenager, man. When he was,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, crossing the Edmund Pettus Bridge. And we know how that turned out.
Yep.
So, yeah, he's an icon. And he advanced this
Who do we
country
got
so
coming up?
much.
Now, where's the young guys? Who are the guys that are fighting? I like Mockler and Luke
Who's
and
going to fill their
you know,
shoes,
Parker and Dean and you know, but it's
What about
a different game.
I haven't heard much from the Justins down in Tennessee.
Don't get me started
Right.
on Parker or Dean. I swear. Do you listen to them very, very often?
Here and there.
I don't
Yeah.
listen to them at all.
You don't listen to them at all? Lord have
No, I
mercy.
tried
wish I
once.
had
I didn't
half
really
the
care for
ability to retain knowledge as they do in their head.
I
Yeah,
freaking
Parker, I watch
love
more Parker
and
than
Dean.
anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like Parker more. I like Parker more than Dean, but yeah,
I
both
watch
of them.
more of Parker.
Parker's brilliant.
Parker get a job. And
Yeah.
because he is quick. You think you're going to have a debate with that guy? Holy
Good
shit.
luck.
Yeah, he's got the whole damn encyclopedia up in his head. And he can pull it all up right now. So
Yep.
he is really, you know, and
Great
I
to
really
see.
do. But today he had an ICE agent,
Yes, he
ICE
did.
agent on today
Yeah.
that he debated. And
Supposedly, I was listening to that, and I'll tell you what. I think it was the guy. We know who.
I questioned the same thing as if was he really an ICE officer, but he was
We're
knowledgeable
probably not.
about ICE procedures and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But he couldn't hold a
But-
candle.
Yeah.
Parker
That was
shot him
good.
down every
I
time.
do think it was this guy, but that was a good man. And Parker, he's got the, you know, kind of the snotty kid attitude.
Yeah,
You know, almost like the what's the word
the
for it?
kind of
you know
guy
what I
you'd
mean?
want
Where
to
he's just
slap
like-
if you were on the other side of the argument. You
Yeah.
just want to slap
And
you.
even when you're on his team, too, you're
You
like,
ain't gonna
man,
win
that's-
the argument. Might as well go ahead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like smug, kind of, but in that way that just like is so perfect for, honestly, for bringing MAGA over to this side, because it takes shit like that, and what they're doing is necessary. And it's kind of cringe, but still, it's planting those seeds in those maggots' heads.
Oops.
You know,
I'm
they just
learning a
can't see
lot
it.
too.
Oh,
I've
absolutely.
learned so much. You know how like they say, "Oh, we got to get rid of the illegal immigrants because they're committing crime," and then Parker goes on this spiel about how, no, actually, international tourists commit more crime statistically than undocumented immigrants. So, do you want to stop all
American
tourism?
citizens commit
And
more
that
crimes
shuts
than
them
immigrants.
down. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. Immigrants are not the big crime problem that they point out that they are.
No.
And
they're
they'll
not.
pull out a mugshot of some guy that did commit a crime, you know, and say, "Oh, look at here, this guy committed a murder, this guy robbed a bank, or this guy did whatever. He's a bad. You got 3 or 4 people there," and that is nothing compared to what the fuck you're doing to all of these people who are immigrants, and some of them even arrested at immigration court, going the right way, doing the right thing to get them anyway, because they don't
Donnie
give a
revoked
shit.
all their rights. I didn't realize
Yes.
that until researching this shit, that he went and revoked all the people that were going through asylum and revoked their right to even be here during asylum.
And hence ICE is showing up at immigration
Yeah.
court, where the people are,
Yeah, man.
the immigrants are trying to come into this country and following all the rules and all the regular, jumping through the hoops. That's why they're at court, and they're even going in there to get them. And that's a travesty.
Kavanaugh did that one, and Kavanaugh did the other one where it makes them okay to racially profile, depending
Yes.
on their color and accent and,
Yes.
and whether they're close to a job
your
site or
color,
not.
your accent, your ability to speak English, That's enough. That's probable cause right there. Bullshit.
Bullshit. That's a
Because I
Kavanaugh
know
deal,
I
both
live in
of
a
those
place where half the people that I run into on a day, that don't speak very broken English. A very high Hispanic community down here, and a lot of people prefer Spanish. I wish I would have learned more of it. I know Lily, not this compra con mucho gusto. I can speak some shit, buenos dias, some shit. But
Yeah.
not what I should. But they treat bilingual abilities down, the right does as I don't know. So
They're just jealous because they're too dumb to learn another language.
It just blows my mind how these Christian nationalists, Republicans, whatever you want to call them, they always have a boogeyman. It was the black man, for the longest time, and then it was the gays, and now it's like the undocumented immigrant, and we're gonna scapegoat trans women going into women's bathrooms, and the whole time we're sitting here with the Epstein files of all these rich white men doing these ungodful, unspeakable acts to women, and it's like, no, turn around. You're the bully. You're the enemy.
And we're seeing more action.
You're the monster
on the international stage on the Epstein issue than we're seeing here in the United States. Here we're seeing that we're seeing a lot of people have to resign, and their board, or I can't think of anybody's name, but get out of that.
Well, Prince Andrew for one.
Who?
Prince Andrew, of course.
Yes, yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Around the world, there are people having to face the consequences of finding out, hey, you're on the Epstein list, you better get the shit out of here. But yet, here in our country, Trump, in this administration, the Department of Justice, is fighting tooth and nail to keep as much information away from the public, because they know they'll be held to the same.
Yes.
Because they're all in the files, John.
Yes,
literally
they are
protecting pedophiles, and
they're all in the files.
And I don't know how anybody at this point can claim that that Donald Trump, it wasn't hook, line, and sinker involved with Jeffrey Epstein. It goes all the way back decades, and it's just the handwriting's on the damn wall, right there.
And the Clintons, they unfortunately they're in there,
Yes.
That's
if they're gonna subpoena the Clintons, then I want the First Lady subpoenaed. Have her come before Congress and have it public.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Boy, howdy shit.
But
it doesn't matter.
There too,
it doesn't matter who it is. That's one thing we have to stand up for. I don't give a shit if it's Republican, Democrat, Independent. I don't care if it's the Pope himself. If you did this shit, if you're guilty of it, fuck you. Fuck you. What that's a whole lifetime of attaboys could be wiped out by one aw shit moment, and this is a big aw shit moment.
Well,
So
and Hillary's been real upfront about it. She said we corresponded with that man at one point. Go ahead, ask us about it.
Yeah.
We'll come in and tell you about it.
They'll come.
And the irony in how they're trying to turn the transgender person into a boogeyman because they're going into women's restrooms. Guess what? There are 0 transgender people in the Epstein files.
Yeah,
it's
there's no
all rich, wealthy people
I don't think that's the
that
big
are
problem.
in those files.
That's what they try to do, though. They try to create that culture war because, look here, transgender people, they're trying to turn your little boy into a little girl or something like that. And when you look at the percentages of how many people in this country actually, are transgender or are, it's a smaller percentage. It's the moral issue they want these Christians, the Christian nationalists, to get all upset about. Really? There's a lot of other shit you could get upset about.
And never have I ever been in a restroom with a transgender person and thought, oh my God, they're going to molest me.
I've never been in one that I know of. And that's that's the whole key. You don't know if you've been in there with one.
On the walls in the ladies'
I'm going in there to pee. I could care less who else is
going in there to do my business.
Exactly.
I don't know how it
They
is
only
in the
have
ladies' room. I've never
floors,
been in
but-
there. With men's room, you have a whole damn big old line of stalls there,
No.
or not stalls, but
There's no
urinals.
chalk on the wall.
And it's, guys go walk up to the urinal. You're standing right next to between. You keep your eye right in front of it. That's it. Just get your business done and go out the door. And that's what. I don't know.
I don't get it either, John. It's ridiculous.
I don't.
It's
I
a
don't.
ridiculous argument.
Well, there
That's
has
what
to
the
be
scapegoat
boogie
is, though.
people.
Yeah,
Boogeymen.
there you
Scapegoat
go.
is the
The
boogeyman.
boogeyman.
It's the distraction. It's the look over there while we pick your pocket.
But it's
Yep.
funny
Oh,
because
that's a big
the
thing.
boogeyman is now the president.
It is.
His name is in there over 1 million times, and you're telling me he's innocent? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, and the fact that that's only they're estimating 2% of the files. 2%.
You know what? Yeah,
That's-
now
we
that we
barely
know the
scratched the
terabytes,
surface.
they took over 40
50
terabytes
terabytes.
of stuff, and they've barely released like a tenth of what not even a tenth of what they have. Not
Somebody's
a tenth of a
hiding
percent,
some
a tenth of
shit.
1%.
Mm-hmm.
There's so
Somebody's hiding some
they've
shit,
got-
and we all know who it is.
much.
It's Pam Bondi in the Department of Justice right now.
Yep.
The thing is, though, you always have to remember, because we've already seen some whistleblowers come out. The DOJ has a lot of people in it, and not all of them are under the direct thumb of Pam Bondi or her immediate staff.
They
These
all don't
people,
wear
She's
red
still a
hat.
registered
That's
agent.
right. They
She's
all, yeah.
a registered foreign agent for the country of Qatar. She is still, to this day,
Who,
a
Pam
registered
Bondi?
foreign agent. Yeah,
No shit. I didn't
Wow.
know that.
yeah,
Me
man.
neither.
The more you know.
Yeah,
The more you know.
same with Tulsi. Same with Tulsi Gabbard.
Tell anybody, explain to me how she's qualified to run the Department of Justice.
She's
Anybody?
not. After that,
She's not.
after she looked like a child in that hearing, an absolute child.
She acted like one.
But you know
She
what, though?
acted like one,
And
but
she-
it was her
She was
defiance.
acting. She was acting. She was. Look at how she was treating.
She
the
had an audience of
Republicans with
one.
the little puppy dog thing, and the yes sir, and the kind of the hesitant kind of crackly I'm just poor me thing. It was an act. Like, go back and look at her body language. Look at the whole entire performance. It was a performance. It was a really fucking good
It was a
performance.
performance
actually.
for one.
She really did a good job of what she was trying to do.
Yeah. Oh, she
It
did.
looked like the bit. She was trying to look
to
that way.
defer
That was the
everything,
whole
to-
thing.
yeah.
You know,
Not
and
to
that's,
answer
you can
not-
tell.
not-
You can tell she had sat at a table for at least 12 hours with some guy doing that to her for like the past 7 days.
Yeah, practicing, getting ready for that shit. Yeah, but
Absolutely.
she embarrassed herself. Hey, let me thank Jake Sellers, who came in with, a $20 donation. Thank you, Jake. And said Joe Biden wanted to retire. He asked this country to vote for Kamala. Wow, I guess where we are at. They couldn't, I voted for her as he asked me to. I did too, buddy. I did too, Jake.
I did too.
Yep.
The first year that I didn't write in for Ross Perot.
Do what?
It was the first year that I actually clicked the box and didn't write in Ross Perot.
Ross Perot.
I've been doing that since '96 because
Have you?
my Idaho vote. That's like it's like a drop in the barrel. So,
Boy, shit.
but yeah, I clicked that box this year for sure, man. They didn't even give me a place to write in this year, so I kind of had to. But no, she was worth the vote, man. And I can't even imagine. People we're so far into this shit in 1 year, we can't even imagine what it would be like to not be in this situation, to be in a spot where we had extra benefits going out for people that just had their first kid, like my 3 grandchildren, right? Like benefits going out for first time home buyers, like for all my kids, even though they already had houses, but same time, like for everybody, the first time home buyers are screwed. There's no small stuff being built. There's nothing but apartments being built.
Who could afford a home nowadays?
I know.
And even if you inherit it, they're going to tax your ass to where you probably got to sell it anyways.
Most houses are bought by very wealthy people to use as rent houses. That's
Yeah, man. 1 out of 5.
They're pricing
One out of
us
five,
all
yeah.
out of the American dream.
Yes. I hope y'all are noticing my new button there.
I love it, John.
I like the new shirt.
Oh, this is an old shirt,
No
baby.
kings, hell yeah.
No kings, baby. That's on March 28th. That's the big one. Put on by 5051. And no thrones, no crowns, no kings. And that's going to be across the country. And your ass needs to be there. My ass is going to be there. And yeah, this is a big one. And there's other ones coming up before March 28th. I don't have them. I don't have a button for them. But if you know of them, attend them. Get in this fight as much as you can.
Democratic Association.
There you
March
go.
for Democracy in D.C. on February 27th and 28th, and there's a Women's Day Brave Women March on March 8th.
There you go.
That would be like a 50-51. You do that in your own area. That isn't a.
Y'all know in your own area what's
My own area is doing something every week, so yeah.
Oh wow, I need to look into that.
Spell it out.
They've got
5051, right? 5051.1 is there.
Yep, or your local
stuff.
indivisible group might be doing things above and beyond 5051 stuff. And there's what's the other one that the Jolly Gingers Flair, I think, is that what he's involved in? Is Flair?
Yeah. Yep. And the
they were behind the February 17th National Day of Action for impeaching. They were behind that one.
I'm sorry, my dogs are barking. Whenever my dogs are barking,
My dogs are barking.
My dogs are barking.
Oh.
They're the only ones here
Yeah,
besides me. So.
Yep, there's always something going on. And
there goes one.
Nothing else. Democratic Party needs your help. Anything at all. And if nothing else, just get in there and learn the systems.
Not only the Democratic Party,
so needed.
Your nation, your country needs your help. Absolutely. And the best way to help them right now is to be involved. Make sure you are registered to vote. Make sure you're ready to vote. Make sure you participate in this shit. If there's a protest around you, by all means, get you a sign, baby. And besides that, it'll make you feel really good. You'll meet people, you'll talk to people, and you'll walk away feeling that accomplishment of you being involved. And I can't stress that enough. Every time I do, I walk away feeling, yeah, that's it. That was a good turnout. And we do. We have a good turnout here. And so, yeah. Okay, they quit barking.
Yeah, we're finally getting some good turnout up here, too. We were in the, maybe 40 to 50 people. Now we're getting into the tens of thousands between us and Spokane. There's a lot of, there's a lot of pushback. And not only that, but the church came out, the church in Montana that is the pastor for all of the Proud Boys and these other assholes came out and straight up denounced Trump here last weekend. And that's making huge moves in the in the whole kind of religious movement that they know he's in the files. They condone that shit. No self-respecting real Christian is going to allow this to pass. That's why this whole thing is going to actually work. This is the thing that's going to bring him down.
It is.
It's going to take a while. It's going to be a hard fight.
And it'll bring a lot of people down.
Yeah, fighting demons isn't easy, but we're going to do it. And this is the very beginning
satisfying.
Of it. And,
it's satisfying.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yes.
Well, and I think New Mexico has decided to go on their own in terms of investigating that property. They have a process to go through, but they decided they don't have to wait for the government because someone had sent that information in through them. And they're like, well, we need to investigate that.
Interesting.
Yeah, that Toro Ranch is a horror story. That's there's some wicked things going on there.
But now that it's not abandoned and has been purchased, they have to go through the owner. So it might take a little while, but they're going to go ahead and go through the process.
The new owners are a thing to behold as well.
I'm going to leave the conversation for just a minute whilst I go investigate the gunfire I'm hearing. So I'll be right back. Y'all continue the conversation.
Okay,
Great.
John.
Gunfire.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not fireworks season yet, so.
They don't usually do that on Fat Tuesday, but who knows?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Old Mardi Gras and stuff. Of course, Ramadan.
I just signed up for
Yeah.
my No Kings March. So
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
there, boots
Cool.
on the ground. Hell yeah.
NoKings.org, people. Go and sign up. Find out where
That's
it
right.
is.
Get activated.
Yep. Yep. I'll be going. I don't know which one I'm going to, but I'm going to one. I probably have a couple of choices.
Yeah, I had a few choices.
Yeah, I'll try a different
Yeah.
one this time.
Kamala, yeah, well, John's gone. I just want to take a moment. That's one thing I hear a lot from Trump supporters is how Kamala wasn't qualified to be president. She didn't have enough experience, and it blows my mind because she is arguably the most experienced, perfect candidate ever because she had experience on all three branches of government.
Right.
And it's a damn shame.
And they're saying
we
that
do not have her
Trump
in the White
never
House
had
right now.
experience to be president ever. No.
He bankrupted a casino. Sure, let's make him president.
Oh, sure, that's experience. There you go. He was president of some corporation, probably. Yeah, that's it.
Well, I'm back.
Everything okay, John?
Yeah. It just kind of normal. It's I guess they got hair or whatever. That's how I woke up. Not woke up. I got up this morning, probably around 7, and came out and did the dog thing. Got my coffee and sat down. I was probably sitting down for about 15, 20 minutes. So probably around 7:30 in the morning, it started. Rapid fire. So.
Yeah, I live about a half mile away from
Somebody got a new gun,
the
or they just
shooting
bought a
range.
whole boatload of new ammunition. One of the two,
So
but,
somebody's either got vacation time, unemployed, or retired.
he's home on he drives, so he's gone for a while.
Oh, so he's on a break from.
He's on a break, so yeah, it's probably how I'm going to wake up for the next however long he's. Yeah.
Put some earplugs in your ears, John, before you go to bed.
I would quit paying attention to it, but I can't afford to. And that's sad. It's sad for our country. It's sad for me. It's sad for anybody. That is what it's come to. That I don't know how it is in y'all's neighborhood, but my fucking neighborhood, shit. I got security cameras all around my fucking house just to watch their asses. I worry when I hear my dogs bark or hear a sound in there or some shit. That's no way to fucking anybody to live. But that's the price you pay for opening your fucking mouth, for standing up for what you believe in. And that's it's just so fucking. There's a sign down there, and y'all have heard me talk about it. You can help the whatever the mentally ill. You can help the whatever, but you can't fix stupid. And that it's a whole big paragraph thing, and it's directed at me. And every fucking day I pass and read that sign. There's 2 of them. Thank you. I keep thinking to myself, at some point, they're going to turn to look at that fucking sign and realize just how fucking stupid they were. They were.
Yep.
Because they have turned, before politics, before Trump came along, everybody on this fucking street got along. We all waved to each other. We all huddled around, drank beer, smoked pot, all that shit. Only since Trump has come on has every person on my fucking street turned against my ass. Fuck you. Fuck you. They put signs all up and down the yard. It got to be like a fucking gauntlet. It got so bad I had to fucking call the police out here several fucking times for shit. They're running their truck through my fucking driveway and all this shit, bullshit, scaring the fuck out of my donkey. They've cost my ass a whole fucking lot. I don't know how I got on this fucking rant. Shit.
Yeah, gaffers. So
Let it out, John.
Yeah, February 28th, we got a deal going on up here in my beautiful county. We've got Matt Gaetz coming in for the GOP Lincoln dinner with a bunch of other,
Matt
accused.
Gaetz.
Yes, sir. Yep. So we got some
That Eddie
serious
Munster
protests
looking
coming up
fucker. Ugh.
Hashtag the forehead. Yes, that guy. Yeah.
Who is also a pedophile because he slept with a 17-year-old.
Yeah, so get this. They just dropped a deal here this afternoon by our local Republican Central Committee leader, who is also trying to bankrupt our local college, our community college. The lady do protest this too much. It starts out with this whole Shakespearean thing. We all know what outspoken conservative Republicans are targeted for false accusations and improper behavior. Roy Moore, Brett Kavanaugh, Curtis Hill, Pete Hegseth, Matt Schlapp, Herman Cain, Donald Trump, and Matt Gaetz have all faced false accusations. Accusations that conveniently arise at critical moments. And, 2 pages of this glazing, justifying bringing an asshole like that up here. Come on. I mean, this is the shit that just drives me
Protest
nuts.
it.
It's a local
protest it.
Republican Central Committee. Okay, your local Republican Central Committee is actively working against you right now. There's no Democrats meeting in somebody's house. There's no Democrats sitting around plotting and scheming how to take over the world. But these guys are.
No.
They are.
That's the fight we're against. That's the fight that we are up against, these guys that are 24/7 meeting and plotting and scheming on how to do this.
They're in it for the lust of the man. They worship him. They've forgotten in my book what the whole how to be an American thing, what it means, what it stands for, our system, our way of life.
Well,
They've
money's not the
perverted
root of all evil,
patriot-
right? The love of money.
Yes, and
Yes,
Christianity and
They have
name it.
perverted patriotism and Christianity. They have.
Bastardized it. Yeah. Trump is the great divider. Like you said, before him, you had a great community, and now he's just divided and sown seeds of hatred.
That's
from
what he
coast to
sells. He
coast,
sells
and
hate
I
and
can't
division.
stand it.
He wants you to hate your neighbor. He wants you to hate your fellow family members, whatever it takes, whoever. Just worship him. Be his guy, and everything's right. And it doesn't work that way. Families, have been divided. Friendships have been lost forever over this shit. Somehow we need to find our way back, and it ain't gonna be easy, and it ain't gonna come quick. It's gonna take us a long time, but the first step is the midterms. The midterms, baby.
That's right.
We have to take the midterms. So whether you're voting for Jasmine Crockett or James Talarico, just make sure you're voting for one of them, because only one of them's going to be on the ticket. And we need to repeat that. Whatever this feeling is in Texas, this needs to go across the nation. And I think it is, because even conservatives can see the handwriting on the wall that this guy is he's bad news. He's a threat to this democracy. And only the maggots are going to be
Why do you
left.
think they're pushing so hard to try and get all of the election shit changed?
Yes, we have to be very
They know
cautious of
they're
that, because he's got some shit up his sleeve. He's got a plan.
Yeah.
It involves the
More
midterms.
than one thing.
Yeah. So be ready to vote, baby.
They've got a whole deck
Indeed.
of cards of tricks up their sleeve.
Well, Bravo
look into
Chick.
that Rockbridge group.
John.
Oh, wait, before we say goodbye. Shifty Lincoln came in with another $5 donation and said this guy has Putin up on the wall in the Oval Office. Russia, Russia, Russia. He does. He's so proud of his relationship with Putin. More so than anything. Because he's a sellout. He's a Russian asset.
Yeah, there's a microchip in the back of that thing listening to every conversation, too.
Everything. Hell, he don't have to. I've said it before. I just assume with Donald Trump and Tulsi Gabbard, I'm just assuming every bit of information that the United States has is already in Russian hands. It's been
Flowing
sold,
straight
baby.
to the Kremlin.
Yep, I guarantee you. Anyway, Bravo Chick, thank you for coming in, baby. I appreciate it. Enjoyed the
All right,
conversation.
thank you, John. Yep, I just want to do one quick thing. John Ossoff, my senator here in Georgia, he's the only Democratic senator that's up for re-election, and he's done a damn fine job. And
He does.
I would love to see him get reelected. And you're spoiled for choices, John. I'd love to have Crockett or Talarico represent my state.
Either one I'd be happy with.
Yes.
I'd be proud to have either one of them. And yeah,
Absolutely.
we're watching Georgia because John Ossoff, you know, we've watched him. Uh,
Yes.
he's somebody we could all be proud of. Don't have to be from Georgia,
Absolutely.
indeed. All right, Bravo Chick, thank you very much.
You have
We'll
a good
see you
night,
later.
John.
You too, darling.
All right.
And Uncle Fatty,
Yeah.
always
Man.
appreciate your voice, buddy.
Oh man, I always appreciate your guys's. It's always the one of the topics that I kind of have dug deep on for quite a while, and it's just really sad when we got, you know, good Christian folks that just can't see past their own face, and
Let's
you know,
hope
it's all
that-
about
let's
actions,
hope
like
this
you were
is a
saying.
start. You know, because this
Yeah,
this
I
did
think
make
it is.
news. The whole Talarico thing, because of the CBS thing, it made news. So a lot of people were drawing attention to it, and a lot of people probably heard his dialogue. And
Yep,
I
and a lot of
believe he-
people that probably wouldn't have otherwise. You know, I think
Right.
the whole controversy of it brought more people to the
So let's
to the
hope there
table
was a
too
bunch
that
of
are seeking.
Christian nationalists listening and rethinking their position. Let's hope.
Yeah. The denial hit them in the first 3 seconds, and they got into the fight or flight mode and
There
just
you
ended
go.
up flighting on that one. So,
Any
anyways, much love, Blue Dots. Make
much
sure you
love
hit that
back,
like
brother.
button. Make sure you ring that bell. Make sure you do all that stuff. Share this shit out. You know how we do it.
Outstanding. Thank you, Uncle Fatty, and take care of yourself, buddy. We'll see you next
Thank
time.
you guys. Chick, Bravo Chick's always good. Yeah.
Outstanding. And Miss Chick.
And John,
That was fun.
that was fun. We decided to
was.
do it a little different tonight.
A
That was
little
fun.
different. A little different. I
A
think
little
it went
less
well.
political ranting, I think.
Yeah.
A little more serious thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, Canada in the chat here seems to be overwhelmingly voting for Crockett.
Voting for Crockett.
That's okay. Yeah. She's
Outstanding.
got the Canadian vote.
Outstanding. Yeah, she is. She's a firecracker. You know she's gonna.
Yeah,
She's a
she is.
fighter. That's what her big. And that, as pointed out, that's her big draw. She's a fighter. She's not going to take shit from anybody.
Either one of them.
Either one of them. But
Yep.
so yeah, Texas has got a big choice to make, but it's a good choice either way. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Anyways, there were some people that made some choices this week.
what kind of
They
choices
chose
did
to
they
like
make?
us.
They chose to like us, you say?
They
There you say.
did.
I like
Oh,
those
yeah.
people. I like those people.
I do too.
Yeah.
I like people
Who are
like
these
Kevin C. from Pennsylvania, Lonnie M. from Texas, Shannon F. from North Carolina, Tanya L. from Washington, Joe C. from Hawaii, and Tracy T. from New Jersey. They all liked us.
Outstanding. We love them for liking us, baby. And y'all can do the same thing. Buttons are right down there. Can't miss them. Right down there. Like, share, and subscribe. And share this shit. So, yeah. We appreciate all those people that our family is growing. I say not my numbers. I say our family. Because every number that clicks by is another family member that we got in here. And they're all fighting for the same thing. I'm very proud of it. Very proud. Yeah, going through the numbers, we hit 80,000 on YouTube.
YouTube?
We're at wait a minute. I want to tell you because we're getting up there on TikTok. Let me see. Wait a minute. Yeah, I know it always starts there. We're at 93,000 on TikTok.
Wow.
And with 889,000 likes, and my son keeps telling me, Dad, you hit 100,000 likes, you get a plaque from them or some shit. I
Oh,
don't know.
okay.
But no, yeah, our numbers are going up, and I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of it because oh, damn it! I done screwed up my thing now. I don't have my
Uh-oh.
buttons.
No.
It disconnected my buttons. Wait a minute. I
I
got
heard
my
music.
buttons back. I got it back. Technology, yeah. Threatened it with a hammer. Anyway.
Yep.
I appreciate you so much, Miss Chicken Dad. Thank you for the call this morning. I really enjoyed that. Anyway, keep your ear to the news, baby. Things are going to happen every damn day, and we need to be prepared for this shit. So we'll be back here. I'll get a rant out tomorrow. Missed Monday because life sucked. And what do you need to know about that? And but I'll try to get a rant out tomorrow, and then we'll be back here for another meeting on Thursday night for our family meeting. And so until then, take care of yourself. Try to put a smile on your face, even on fucking Mondays. And try to give that shit away, because it'll help both of you. Anyway, good night, Miss Chick.
Good night, John. And remember, it's still Fat Tuesday. There's still time.